During the process of being elected mayor, I visited almost every community within the city limits of Texarkana, Arkansas. During those visits and other venues, I would speak with constituents concerning what issues they perceived as being the highest priority for their area. Each community had specific concerns that were directed to their immediate area. However, one item was consistently mentioned. Our streets were in disrepair and citizens believed the city had neglected them way too long. I made a commitment to those individuals I spoke with on my campaign trail. My commitment was I would evaluate all areas of the budget to ensure we were spending their taxpayers wisely, and if they were funds which could be moved to repair streets, it would be done. Well, during 2011, we were able to make some funds moved into our street repair budget, but I quickly realized the only response we could provide for street repair was a knee-jerk reaction. That's when a citizen calls City Hall about a pothole on a specific street. The city sends someone out to patch the hole, and a few months later we are out there again patching the same hole. There are not sufficient funds available within the current revenue to repair the streets the way streets should be repaired to ensure a person can drive from their home to another area of the city without encountering bumpy roads. I have stated, and I still believe, a response from the city for service should not be, we need to raise taxes. I believe the government has a specific responsibility to its citizens when setting priorities for spending their money. The first and foremost duty of government is to protect its citizens. We do that through our police and fire department. Our next priority on responsibility to ensure citizens have treatable water at a reasonable cost and a method to safely dispose of wastewater. TWU has provided that service in an outstanding manner with minimum incidents of having to raise water and sewer rates. This is one of the primary reasons I advocate we cannot allow anyone to take away our ability to control the rates water and sewer customers are being charged. Our city government must also provide a reasonable cost for disposing of our household waste. We do that through our contracts with trash haulers. We are very fortunate to be able to have garbage picked up twice a week in Texarkana, Arkansas. The final area is the topic I want to discuss with you today: providing infrastructure, serviceable streets, and adequate drainage. To make sure we're fully aware of the condition of streets throughout Texarkana, Arkansas, an engineering study was initiated and completed in March to identify the condition of the streets and a cost estimate to repair. Some require only minor patching, while others need to be fully resurfaced. A total of 114 streets were evaluated with a price tag of $19 million required to correct every area. The engineering firm prioritized each street based upon traffic count and condition of the street. Once again, I evaluated all avenues available to us to provide the income needed to repair our streets and correct drainage issues. In my opinion, raising or initiating a new tax was not an option. That left one option which could provide us $9 to $10 million. We have a bond which will mature in the near future. The proposal to refinance the bond and dedicate the funds received for street repair and correct drainage issues was submitted to our board of directors. The board of directors approved presenting this issue to the voters and asked you to support and approve the bond issue. On June 26th, there will be a special election with 2 questions on the ballot. We are asking you to vote for authorizing the city to refinance the existing bond. We are asking you to vote for the city using money acquired from refinancing the bond to make street and drainage improvements within the city limits of Texarkana, Arkansas. A for vote must be cast on each question for the city to have and be able to use the $9 to $10 million for street and drainage repairs. I am asking each of you to go to your voting place on Tuesday, June 26th, and cast a for vote on both questions on this special election ballot. This is not a tax increase. The refinance does extend a current tax. The current bond was financed with a $2.5 million property tax, which will continue until the new bond is paid off. This $2.5 million property tax equates to about $50 a year for approximately $100,000 of property value. I am aware we have one board member who wants the city to commit a specific amount to his ward, and if we do not, he has elected not to support this initiative. I cannot and do not support this concept that we use the money in an area where other areas would benefit the entire city. You have elected us to do what is best for the entire city, not just one area of the city. Why would we want to dedicate a portion of all of our citizens' money to one area just to enhance the individual's political clout in his ward? With the passage of this ballot measure, your city will have funds available to repair streets which will have the greatest impact on our community. We will have town hall meetings to solicit input from you to determine which streets will be repaired first, and we will set a priority list for our community based upon your comments. I make this commitment to each and every one of you. As your mayor, I will ensure all areas of our city will have streets in their community repaired. All wards will receive some benefit from the ballot initiative. This does not mean the street that you live on will be repaired. We do not have, nor will we have the funds available to repair every street in Texarkana. I can assure you that if you decide to go shopping, out to eat, visit someone on the other side of town, or leave Texarkana to visit or vacation, you will travel on a street that will be repaired by the monies received from this bond issue. I was elected by all the citizens of Texarkana, Arkansas. I will represent all the citizens in Texarkana, Arkansas, and ask each ward director to come together as a board and look out for the entire city when we prepare to dedicate your money for street and drainage improvements. It is time we set aside political aspirations and do what is best for our citizens and our community. Texarkana, Arkansas, we have an opportunity to invest in the future of our community. The passage of this bond initiative will provide a significant improvement in the infrastructure of Texarkana, Arkansas. This improvement will benefit our citizens as we travel throughout our community. We will be able to drive on streets which do not damage your car. With the improvement of some of the major thoroughfares, opportunities to entice businesses to locate or relocate on the Arkansas side of town will be greatly enhanced. This means our citizens will be able to shop and eat in Texarkana, Arkansas, and those tax dollars generated from new businesses will provide revenue to provide additional services to our citizens. I am asking each of you to vote during early voting or on June 26, 2012 for the two bond questions on the special election ballot. I will make this commitment to you. All funds for the bond initiative will be used for street and drainage repair or improvements. Citizens will know which projects the Board of Directors approves. Citizens will be able to see the results of their decision to invest in our community. All projects will be started within 3 years after the funds are received from the bonds being issued. This is not a tax increase. You can early vote at Miller County Courthouse on June the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 25th. The ballot will contain 2 questions which for us to receive the funds for both questions must be answered for. Question number 1, vote for the issuance of bonds in the maximum principal of $9,800,000 to finance street improvements. Question number 2, vote for the issuance of bonds in the maximum principal amount of $1,100,000 to finance refunding the city's outstanding general obligation bond. This is authorizing the city to refinance our current bonds. As the mayor, I am asking for your vote on this bond initiative to invest in the future of our community. We continue to have economic growth, and this investment will aid us to have additional businesses locate here and improve the infrastructure, streets and drainages in our outstanding city. We are on the move. Let's take the next step to further our economic growth. Thank you for allowing me to be your mayor. It is an honor to represent you as we make decisions affecting the community. Please go vote for this street improvement bonds. Thank you very much.